Welcome back to our mini-series on playing keys in a worship band. If you haven't checked out the other previous videos in this series, I'd love to encourage you to go back and have a watch of them. In this video, we're going to be talking about knowing what to play and knowing when to play what. And this is obviously important. We've looked at how to use different sounds, how to play different chord progressions and so on, but there will come a time when you get to a band rehearsal and suddenly you need to work out what to play and when. Instead of waiting to be told what to do, it's great to prepare in advance so the worship leader can concentrate on bringing the whole band together and not have to direct each step for every band member. So where do we start? Well, often the best place to start is to have a listen to the songs in advance. What does the keys player do on the original recording? That's often a great place to start because the band recording that song will have taken time to write parts and make sure that the whole band is complementing each other in the arrangement. Now, we may not always want to do exactly like the original recording, but this is a great place to start. It will also help to inform you about, in a more holistic way, what works and when. Other than that, what to play when is really determined by what other people are doing. As we've talked about before, if there's an electric guitar riff, you could either double it, as some songs do, i.e. play the same thing at the same time, which helps to build texture of that part. Just a warning here though, you need to make sure that you are playing it together tightly in the same timing, otherwise it will sound distracting and messy. Alternatively, you could stay out of the way altogether and fill a different frequency space. What you really don't want to do is play something completely contrasting over that lead line. So if there's a guitar riff, you could just be down here in this area of the keyboard playing some nice supporting chords. Here we go. If there's no electric guitar, you could try playing the riff. Oftentimes when I'm playing riffs on piano, I'll play octaves with my right hand, something like this. That feels punchy, there's a good amount of sonic content there, it fills out space in the mix, and it's not muddied by playing too many notes. It's similar with vocal melody lines. You can either play the melody for specific parts or stay completely out of the way. But you don't want to be playing a clashing melody with a clashing rhythm while the vocalist is singing. It'll just be distracting to everyone listening. Rhythm is another huge part of this puzzle. If you have a bassist, 2 electric guitars and an acoustic guitar, then you probably don't need to be hammering the rhythm out on the piano. Again, it's difficult to get this to sound tight. If 4 or 5 people are all playing the rhythm of the song, it's so difficult to lock in together. Also, if everyone is playing the rhythm, there'll be too much space between the chord hits and nothing consistent all the way through. So listen to the band, and if you've got lots of people playing rhythm, fill the space with pads and texture as a backdrop for the rhythm. You might want to hit one chord on the piano on the first beat of the bar and then just hold it until the next bar and so on. Something like this. But as we've said in other videos, if you don't have so many people in your band, you might need to hammer out the rhythm to help the music have momentum. Something like this. Sometimes you want a bit of a middle ground, not hammering like crazy, but not stationary either. You could use broken chords to give it some timing. So you could play the same chords, but just emphasize different parts of the chord on different beats of the bar. Something like this. As you approach thinking about what to play, try not to think of yourself just as a keys player, but think of yourself as a producer. Think about how the whole arrangement fits together and what your part is in that. It's all about communication, and that's one of the reasons why a band rehearsal is so helpful, because you can talk to each other and communicate about the arrangement. Who is going to play what, and how can the other musicians complement that? So to summarise, I'd have 2 main points. Firstly, listen to and learn the original arrangement. And secondly, communicate with your band members and band leaders about work arrangement and work them through together. In the next video, we'll be continuing this thinking by looking at what we should play in moments of spontaneous worship. See you there.